Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So here I am coming up with the same tutorial over here. So as you can see over here, we have done the modeling of this railway platform over here. We'll be doing some kind of a basic texturing part over here. So let's get started. So very first of all, whenever you're going to start with the texturing part, let's just texture the base part over here. So select this and let's go into the shading part over here. So you can just click on this shading part. Once you click on this shading part over here, let's take a new material. So once you take a new material, as you can see over here, we have a principal DSDF shader over here. This can be used for the PBR texture. Okay, so for example, if I don't need this, I'll just delete this for now at least. I'll press Shift A and I'll go into this. I'll go into the shader and I'll take a diffuse over here. So diffuse is something like for a texture or color or anything, we can use a diffuse over here. So let's click on this diffuse and let's connect it to the material output over here. So once you use over here, and if you want to give any color over here, that can be easily given over here. Now what I'll be doing over here is like, let's click on this diffuse over here. And if you want to see the material preview over here, you can easily see the material preview. Let's go into this color. Just click over here and you have an option over here called image texture. So let's just take an image texture and I'll go onto the desktop and I'll call a texture over here. I'll call a texture over here. I'll just call a texture and click OK over here. So once you call a texture over here, you will see that the texture has been assigned over here. So you can just easily assign this texture over here. After that, you can go into this. You can just press Shift A. You can go over here, vector, and you can use a mapping option over here. Let's use a mapping over here and let's connect this mapping with this over here. Into the mapping over here, let's give over here as UV. So once you click on this UV over here, let's go down. Alright, so as you can see over here, we'll be coming to that. So mapping, I've given a texture coordinate over here. Okay, this is for your scaling of this. I'll just exclude this stuff for now. Shift A and vector, and I'll just give mapping over here. Mapping, let's make it connected over here, and let's make it connected with this. So now, as you can see, you can easily tile it over here. If you want to tile the texture, you can easily tile this texture over here. So for example, let's just set the tiling over here. So as you can see over here, this is your diffuse connected to this material output, your image connected to this. This is your mapping over here and your texture coordinate, and bit connected with the UVs. So if you want, you can easily do that over here. So now what I'll do over here is like, let's add an HDRI over here. How I'm going to add an HDRI over here? I'll go over here. Let's go into the background, color, and we have environment texture over here. So let's add some environment. I'll go into this again. I'll open this platform and I'll take a HDRI over here. So as you can see over here, I've just added this HDRI over here. So I don't need, if you don't need the static light, you can just delete it. You can just delete the lights. You can just delete the lights. So whatever HDRI you want, you can go with that over here. Okay. Scene world, scene lights. Definitely we can add some lights afterwards also. So I just want to show you over here. Now if you go over here again, select this. So you can just rename it as your base over here for this. If you want some other HDRI map, you can go with some better HDRI over here. I can just save as this HDRI 1, save it over here. Again I'll go into this and I'll call another. Now this looks much better over here now. After that, once you're done with this, let's go over here. Let's assign a metal texture over here. If you want some kind of a metallic look over here, let's take a new material again over here. I'll just off this over here. After that, what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll press Shift A and again I'll go into the shader and again I will take a diffuse over here. With that, what I'll be doing over here first is like, let's take that image also over here. So I can easily drag and drop it. If you want to drag and drop it, that can also be done over here. So for example, if you have a gray concrete texture, something like this, so I can take this gray concrete texture, I'll just drag it in this over here. Again press Shift A and I'll go into this, and now what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll be adding a mix shader over here. So let's add a mix shader over here. Let's connect this mix shader over here. So very important over here is like this. Let's go into this. Let's just connect this. Okay. Before adding a mix shader, what I can do over here is like, I can do one thing, that is I'll go into the shader and I'll add a glossy. So definitely you have a glossy look over here. So let's connect this with this. Let's connect it with this, and let's connect it with this. So if this doesn't work well, we'll be just pushing this first like this over here. Oh, we are giving a metal look, right? I'm extremely sorry. So we'll be not taking this, we'll be taking a metal over here. Let's take it inside Blender over here. So let's just connect it with this. Let's connect it with this in this way, and you can add this. I can add a mix shader. Okay, much better. So you can see the look over here. So as you can see over here, we have this diffuse connected with a mix shader over here and with a material output, your metal texture, and you can see over here, you can see the preview over here. So if you want, if you reduce its roughness, you will see that it will give you more metallic look. So in the same way, again you can go into the Shift A, and if you want, we can directly go into this, and let's take mapping over here, connect this mapping over here, Let's go down. Wait, Shift A, vector, you can just take Shift A, vector, and take again a mapping over here. So let's go up over here into this. Okay. All right. Anyways, you can just go into this again. Select this. Let's go into the mapping, and if you want to scale it from here also, that can be done. So you can easily scale the texture also. So if you want to do such kind of a mapping stuff, that can be easily done over here. And let's go into this. Make it as cycles over here. Much better. You're not assign the lights yet over here, so we can easily assign the lights if it is required. So if you look at it closely over here, you will definitely see that you will some kind of glossiness will be visible over here. So if you increase this, you will see that the glossiness will reduce, roughness will increase. So if you reduce its roughness, you're definitely going to see the glossiness. Definitely I'll show you how to add bumps also. So now you can see it looks like giving you more reflections over here. So if you go with one by one, then also it's okay. So you can just look at it and see. So if you look at it closely, you will see that very high reflections being assigned up over here. So it's definitely going to take time. So as you can see the preview over here. So that's how we are going to assign this stuff accordingly. So I'll show you how to render it. So let's just stop this over here. So guys, if you have any doubts, please write it in the comment section. We can just rename it as metal over here. You can see again, it's like we have taken first material output, your mix shader. One is your diffuse, that's your texture connected with a metal. One is your glossy texture, which has been connected with this. We can change this, connected with this mix shader, and the mapping part where you want to tile the texture. That can be easily possible over here with this over here. So guys, if you have any doubts, please write it in the comment section. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.